guys, Jamie here from Journaling with Jamie, and today we have some very gaudy holographic card and some tape and some stickers that are not Happy Planner stickers and therefore loose. They come in these little boxes and therefore not very easy. That's a weird one. Cheap little stickers that I want to use alongside Happy Planner stickers because, well, Happy Planner stickers can end up being quite expensive. So because these are not easy to flick through, unlike a Happy Planner sticker book, I thought let's make our own sticker book, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So the reason I've got cheap cardstock is, or cardstock I don't want, is to give it like plenty of strength, but also I'm going to do it the quickest way possible, which is double-sided tape, but you can use PVA glue, any kind of glue, if you want. It's just this is quick but not the most cost effective. And then for display purposes, which you'll see later, I've been cutting up plastic from photo albums, because who uses photo albums anymore? I don't. And I have loads of empty ones, so I've been ripping them apart and taking out the plastic sheets, but then cutting them. So we're going to create something a bit like a stamp book. So it's really, really simple to do. All you do is take your cardstock and fold it in half. This is where I fail immediately. I'm not very good at lining things up, but it doesn't matter because you can come in later with a sharp knife on a cutting board and trim off any edges if that sort of thing bothers you. Do not worry, you will not be looking at stickers on this. You will see why in a minute. If you want nice tight creases, get something that you can just do that with so that you can make a really strong crease there. And then take the next one and fold that one in half. And then again, crease it down. And this is where the magic happens, because we're going to stick that one to that one and start to create a book really quickly. Obviously you could use an existing book, but this is going to be a bit stronger. Now, if you want to be really, really good, you could put 2 or 3 down here as well, which is going to give you even more stickiness. So I'll just put a couple down. I don't always, because this isn't something that I'm not worried about this lasting for 100 years, you know. This is just a way for me to be able to find stickers easily. Something I can flick through. Now I need my little, well, I don't need it, but I find this handy. It's like very, very thin pair of tweezers, and it means that you can just grab the edge really quickly. You can obviously use your nails. I just don't find it's as quick. Right, so we take one, noise, and we try to line it up. But again, I'm not bothered about total accuracy here, because this is just a display album. Squidge them together so they're nice and sealed together. If that was wet glue, you'd do it a bit more because you don't want air bubbles. And now, as you can see, card has disappeared and you just have white card. And then you just keep going and you make a book as big as you want, which sounds odd, but we're going to put a spine on it later, in the quickest way I know to do a spine. And so that will solve, you can have any size you want at that point because you're creating your own spine. So another one's folded and been put, and as you obviously have realized by now, we just add the double-sided tape. So I'm going to go off camera and complete this big pile of card here and come back to you when that is done. Right, I'm back and the book is now together. If this having edges showing really bothers you, you can spend time trimming them all up. It doesn't me, so that's entirely up to you. However, this cover I'm not keen on. If you don't mind it, if you have a cover that you don't mind, because this is already card, you do not need to cover the book that you're making. However, I'm not keen on this, so I'm going to cover it. I couldn't really find paper that I loved, but I did find this old Christmas scrapbook paper, so I thought, right, this will do. Oh, I kept this here, sorry, because I thought it would be fun for you to see how much tape I used. And I'll just get my bin and get rid. I will be using a bit more because I have decided to cover this with another piece of paper, but let me just get rid of this first. So as you can see, it causes a bit of rubbish doing this, but there you go, that is done. Right, so I need to, this is a 12 by 12 paper, because this was A4 cardstock folded, and you do not need to go over this spine area. Any A4 paper, it doesn't have to be 12 by 12, would actually fit, but I am going to need to cut this down a bit. Then I just want to halve it. It's like I say, we don't need to cover the spine. For the spine area, because it's a big book, I'm going with a masking tape, basically, a packaging tape, but not a shiny one. You could use a shiny one, there's no reason why not, because you're not going to try and pierce it and sew this in. So all I'm going to do now, let me get rid of that, because that's now in the way, is try to, as accurately as possible, cover this silver up. So I need my, again, you could glue it, but I am just going to sticky tape it because I've been doing that all along. Right, let's see if I can even get this vaguely lined up. The likelihood is not, to be fair. I'm going to end up with some silver showing through, I've no doubt. Although the tape that I'm putting on over the spine will cover up any kind of problem areas around the spine. This tape is packaging tape, masking tape, whatever you want to call it, and it's got give because it's like material, so it's got more give than paper, which when you've got a big spine like this and you're not going to sew it in, you want a bit of give. Now I don't know if this is even going to be wide enough to do this in one go. What I'm going to do is, I think, because I'm trying to do this on camera again, probably out of shot by now. I've probably been out of shot for most of this, thinking about it. Let's move that up a bit. What I'm going to try and do is do it a way that I wouldn't normally do it if I wasn't trying to do it for a camera. So, oh, ow, 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 ow. I didn't mean to do that. Don't. So I'm just always arguing with sticky tape. Right, so what I'm going to try and do is do it like this, which I wouldn't normally do it this way. But hey, trying to get it on the video camera. Ooh, that's why I wouldn't normally do it this way. It's gone all crinkly there. Let's just straighten that out a bit. And then do the same. Right, don't do it that way, basically. Unless you also are going to video doing it. But I'm not expecting perfection from this. I just want something functional that looks okay-ish. And then again, just got to trim this off. And that, you've stuck everything down anyway, and now you've stuck a a cover over all that sticking down as well, so that is giving you just even more. If you're worried about strength, you can just add more and more layers of this if you want. That's like stage 2 done. The next bit is basically the final stage. So taking your, I mean, you might have big sheets, you might have little of these, what would you call them, pocket protectors, page protectors for photographs, or just page protectors. These obviously came from a small photo album, so they're littler. What I'm going to do is get my cutting board again. So let's just, like I say, I struggle with cutting this. So what you're doing is cutting that, and you'll cut several of them. I've already got some more that I did earlier actually, because I was making a different one. And then you're going to end up with probably 3 on a page. So you're going to aim for about 3. I'm not even going to measure, because I don't mind if some are different depths to the other ones or anything like that, because some stickers are bigger than others. See, this would come over the edge, so you're going to have to trim along here as well. So different depths of pocket, I suppose you call them pockets, is fine. And then we're going to trim along the edges, and what you will end up with from one pocket, you'll actually end up with 6 of these bands, because they're doubled over and you don't need them doubled over. That might still need a trim up. Ooh, that just fits that page. So already got 3 on this page, so I'll just show you how to do one page. I might come back and do a final flick through. So again, with the double-sided tape, funnily enough, when I find it, same thing, but this time 3 sides. So bottom as close to that as you can get. You can use thinner. If you have thinner tape, use it, because you then end up with more pocket, because obviously you don't want your sticker going onto a sticky bit of tape. So if you have some really thin double-sided tape, then use that. I don't, but I know you can get tiny little ones. I've just got sort of what I would consider a regular size. Stick it on. Hopefully that's all in shot. So now you have a little see-through pocket. Then grab some stickers. Now if you wanted to, but it would fill up your whole book when you've got as many stickers as me, you could put them side by side, and so you can see every single one, but I tend to layer them slightly on top of each other like this, so that you get a few more in each one. I think that will do for that one. Now when you do the next pocket, you can do it so the bottom of the pocket goes under these, so you might even get 4 in if you do that. And I have done that in one of my other books, so you could have it so that this pocket, when you put it down, is under those, so there's less of a gap between the two, and these sit on top of it. You'll see what I mean in a second. I will do that so you can see what I mean. So if I lift these up, I could actually put this under this one slightly. Right, and then again, just more stickers can go in. So I am sure you've now got the idea of how to make a sticker album that's going to be really easy for for you to find the stickers that you want to use that aren't the Happy Planner stickers and therefore not in a convenient flip through book. So I will continue with this, and I might come back on camera to show you. I'm not going to fill this up to show you the pages that I have managed to do. I said I'd jump back on when I put the stickers that I received yesterday into the new sticker storage book that I've just made. So here we go. As you can see, it's not full. There's plenty of spare sheets, but I can see the quotes pretty clearly. You might have to pull the odd one up and down, but that's not too bad. Much better than little tiny boxes anyway. I also got some plant stickers, so I can see the cacti, the ferns, some daisy stickers that I already had, quote stickers that caused me to laugh a lot yesterday. Of the whole box of those particular quotes, that only that was usable. The rest are just badly translated and make no sense from China. So I might even do a video of me just reading out the badly translated ones. I was about to throw them away and thought actually that would make quite a funny video, so you never know, I might do that. Some hearts that I've had years, but I'm sure they might make a nice spread. And then lots more storage space, and this will now sit, because I do actually have some proper Happy Planner sticker books, so that will now sit with all the other stuff. And then when I come to do a spread, I've got a nice range all together that I can just quickly dive through. That's it then for today.